Guess what? NBC, CBS, ABC completely ignored this week. Guess what they ignored this week on air? The conviction of the illegal immigrant who raped and murdered the Maryland mother of 5, Rachel Morin. You know what they covered instead? Poor sweet Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the infamous illegal immigrant from El Salvador with MS-13 gang ties, deported to his home country. Now the big media spin, he's just a Maryland man, a father who was mistakenly deported.
For a Maryland man.
Details about a Maryland man.
Tonight, the Maryland man.
The Maryland man.
Maryland father with protected legal status.
He got, by the way, over 64 minutes of sympathetic coverage from these big networks this week, according to the Media Research Center Newsbusters. And what's more, Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen flew to El Salvador to try and help Abrego Garcia, who was looking fine and well, by the way. Meanwhile, here's Rachel Morin's grieving mother, Patty, a constituent of Senator Van Hollen, who he didn't even bother to meet with.
Senator from Maryland who didn't even acknowledge or barely acknowledged my daughter and the brutal death that she endured, leaving her 5 children without a mother and now a grandbaby without a grandmother, so that he can use my taxpayer money to fly to El Salvador to bring back someone that's not even an American citizen.
What about protecting your constituent, Senator? That's what many are asking. Oh, and about Abrego Garcia. Court docs show his girlfriend at the time, now wife, filed a protective order against him in 2021, saying he punched her, made her bleed even, ripped her clothes off. But thanks to the media's deportation sob story, hundreds of thousands of dollars have been raised for her on GoFundMe. Let that sink in.
Remarkable. It shows a sickness in our culture. It reminds me, you bring up that, it reminds me of the Carmelo Anthony GoFundMe in Texas and the Luigi Mangione GoFundMe. You see that as well in our culture with the negative reaction to Bill Maher saying, President Trump was not the man I thought he was, in a positive sense, and I really enjoyed our time together. It shows that too many in our society and culture are rewarding those who are willing to break the law and are violent, at least of cases, allegations of violence, if they fit your narrative.